morning. Another lovely day in beautiful Waco tanks. And today we're on West Mountain and headed to my project, which I found this summer. And I've been obsessed with it ever since. Some of the nicest rock, just beautiful white sculpted, nice arete climbing, squeezing, no tweaky holds, pretty much perfect. So today's the day, got everything figured out, and we're gonna go out there and try and send it, hopefully, but just for fun, no pressure. But first, I want to do a deep dive on the process, kind of a behind the scenes, a dream within a dream, and that's all the way back to inside the computer. Hello and welcome to my computer. Here in my video folder, I have the Whitehorn Devil, which is the working title for my project, kind of named after the Whitehorn Dancer, which is one of my favorite pictographs in the park. And because the climb kind of has a similar kind of horned feature on it, it's got these two big fat pinches, and the right one's like this big spiky horn. Really amazing feature. And as you can see, I put a bunch of days work into this already. Let's see, day one, I went out there, that was in July, it was 107, and mainly just went out there to see if it was possible, see where the line went. Didn't really do all the moves, but seemed like I could do them if I worked on them. And then I couldn't figure out the top. The top was like super sketch, so didn't know what to do, but decided it's worth coming back. So a couple days later, came back and checked out the moves, sit start, and you work out on this rail so you can gain the arete. And then this is kind of the first crux, which I wasn't able to do today. So I moved on to the next section, not so bad. Cool slopey kind of jugs, so you can get access to like the main feature on the arete. Cool slopers and knee scums, like really open hand underclings. And then I wasn't able to do this section either, so moved on to the top. And while I was away, I came up with this idea to use the crack to escape, which ended up working really good, and you're able to get out of like the danger zone quicker. Day 3, August, 93 degrees. Went out there and just wanted to focus on the main crux section on the arete. Very different style of climbing. You're on this knee scum, which isn't great, and you're trying to just work your hands around the arete. I was wearing a rope this day because I really only had like one pad on the ground, and the fall seemed kind of like strange. I was able to figure out this match on the right side of the arete. There's like some small edges on the right side of the arete. And you get like a good right thumb, and then you can generate off this sloper up into this cool sloper pod here. Psyched that I could do that section the first time focusing on it. Day 4, August, 102. Went out there and was psyched to do some links and try and do the stand on a rope. Was able to get into this section pretty much every time. But for some reason this day, the knee wasn't really working. Wasn't really getting high enough on it, I think. Pretty disappointing. Wasn't able to do the move after figuring it out the previous times. Day 5, September, 97 degrees. Still hot, but cooling off. So yeah, major setback the previous time. So I just wanted to go out and focus on the lower crux. Couldn't really get the heel to work again, so I went back to my way of going out to the arete. Got this far toe hook, which wasn't working out, so I just decided to do it from there. Do my best and climb into the next section. So day 6, October, 81 degrees, a little better. I went back and was going to focus on the upper section again, take another stab at it. I was still like messed in the head, I think, from the previous time of not being able to do it, that I was just not using the right beta, just kind of messing around. So then I decided to just get focused and do what you know. You've done it one time before, so it has to work out. Started feeling a little better, getting into that position. And I was able to stick it again, which was awesome. And then I did it another time, just for good measure, to make sure it wasn't a fluke. And one other time. And I seem to understand the move a lot better now, getting higher on the knee and twisting into it to get to the sloper. Day 7. This was the coldest day, as you can tell because I'm wearing pants, but it was like 52 degrees this day, which is crazy. Went back just to try the lower crux. Still hadn't done the move. I just kept feeling so maxed out on this toe hook. Even though I was like getting to the arete every time, I just like couldn't really move. Try to find a closer toe hook, which helped a little bit, but still it was like really hard to like move. And this was probably the closest I got. It wasn't happening again, but I still have blind faith that one day I will do the move, so I will be back. Day 8, I went back and the plan was to do it from the stand and then clip into the rope when I got to the higher section. It was good because I was getting some burns on that middle section. Felt pretty good getting up into the crux. Took a couple tries just to get that sight. And finally stuck it, so was psyched. And then I clipped in and went to the top. Day 9. Day 9, still haven't done the lower crux. So I went back kind of with a fresh perspective and tried to figure out some different moves. Nothing really worked. Just ended up messing around on like one move like the entire time. Wasn't able to do anything really, so I just tried to link from where I could, which was the toe hook, which felt nice. And then I did it one more time. So I've done half of the first part of the move, and then I've done the other half, the second part, but I still haven't linked the move. Day 10, back again. Still haven't done the move, so I guess that's my focus, is to just keep trying that. Still just beating my head against the wall, it seems. Not making any progress. I also tried like some other crazy move, just jumping off of the arete. Had the crazy idea to put the knee pad on my calf and try to get some extra weight on that heel hook, which it did help. And I still wasn't able to do the move, and I kind of just looked ridiculous. So I did what I could, and I gave a run on the rest of it, just to do some of the moves. kind of did that a couple more times just to get the fitness. Doing it from where I can until the next crux. Okay, day 11, back again. Gonna stick with the close toe hook and up to the arete. Just felt so maxed out on the toe hook way that I've just realized that that was not going to work. So I decided to do a move higher on the arete, which you would think is farther, but it turns out it's actually a little closer. So yeah, finally able to stick the move, which was amazing. And then I just ran it from there. And then I did it one more time to make sure it wasn't a fluke. And it seemed like something that I was going to be able to repeat. So I was super psyched for that day, and I think I had everything pretty much figured out. Dry fire right at the end, but I could have probably gotten into the crux from there, which was awesome. Day 12, December 15th, went out there with my friend Dan and decided to get some sunburns. Felt good getting into the crux. Figured out I was able to jump out of that move, which made it even easier, which was awesome. Felt good getting set up into the knee scum. And then like right as I was looking at it, I like realized that I could do it, and then my knee slipped out. So close though. So I gave it like another burn and it got to kind of the same spot. Didn't feel as good though. And another burn and kind of similar result. And then I took a couple of days off, climbed on some other things, and came back today, which is lucky number 13. And I wonder what's going to happen. Yes. Well, that was a fantastic day. Feels really good to like execute, you know, when the time is right. Almost bittersweet though, because I love the process so much that it's just fun to be outside and find something, get excited about, is it possible, figuring the moves out, a lot of times not knowing if it's possible, but just keep going to figure it out. A lot of times I feel like it's not that I'm not strong enough, but I just need to find that micro beta, and everything works out.